Hey guys, what's up? Plastic Guy here, coming back with another figure review where today we're taking a look at this new Three Jokers Criminal Joker McFarlane figure. So recently on the channel we've taken a look at a couple of McFarlane Batman figures that I've picked up from my collection, and with them out on display I was like, I really need a Joker to go with these Batmen. The Joker is one of my favourite villains of all time, and I didn't have any in this 7-inch scale. So then I was checking out what Jokers were out, and this Three Jokers series had been released recently, and I ended up coming across this guy in my local HMV, so I just picked him up. We're going to take a closer look at him, see what he's up to, but before we do guys, let me know down in the comments section below who your favourite villain is. For me, of all time, it's Green Goblin. Joker's up there. Let me know what you guys are saying down below. While you're down there, if you could do me a massive favour, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And let's not wait any longer. Let's take a closer look at this McFarlane Three Jokers Criminal Joker. And so here is Joker in the usual DC Multiverse packaging. We get DC Multiverse down here, the Joker, the criminal, the display, Batman, the Three Jokers up here, 22 moving parts, McFarlane Toys, Batman, the Three Jokers, the Joker, the criminal, Batman, Three Jokers, the Joker, the criminal, just lots of repetition. The Joker, the criminal, Batman, Three Jokers. This will probably be the trading card we get inside. Looks really nice. I've probably got quite a few of these now. And then here is the rest of the figures in the wave shown through the trading cards. So Wonder Woman, King Shazam, Bat Cycle, Dr. Fate, and looks like a sort of Batman. That's the price I paid. Let's see if it was worth it. And so here is our criminal Joker out of the box. And he's looking okay. Here is the cane that is slightly warped. And I feel like if you're going to give us a cane, don't let it be this kind of softer plastic that's going to warp. I don't know. It might be harder than I think, but it is a bit annoying. I mean, you had one job and it's bent. Here is the gold top though, and I really like the look of that. It's really nice. Cool sculpt. Really nice gold paint. It says J at the top, so that's really nice. And yeah, that's the cane. Then we get the figure itself, and I'm not going to lie, my first impressions, feeling this guy, picking him up out of the box, he feels cheap. He feels a bit cheap and nasty, especially in the leg area. But we move on. Here is the head sculpt, which I think is excellent. I actually really like this head sculpt. So with this Three Jokers, as you can imagine, there are three Jokers. There's the criminal, and then I can't remember the two others, what their names are. But there was one which I thought I preferred for the longest time. It had a kind of pink coat with pinstripe trousers. And I do think that body is more interesting to look at. The head sculpt was really nice as well. But the more I looked at this one, yeah, the more it grew on me. And it was this one that I really wanted to pick up. I think the head sculpt looks absolutely fantastic. And is it just me that thinks it looks a lot like Willem Dafoe? Lots of fans have been crying out for Willem Dafoe to play the Joker. They've made a lot of edits, and I have to say the edits look a lot like this face sculpt. And the slick back hair, of course. So yeah, I feel like this is a Willem Dafoe Joker figure. Really cool. Yeah, nice sculpt. They've got the eyes kind of looking off, as McFarlane keep on doing with these figures. I really like the tone of the hair, that dark green. I think that looks excellent. Really nicely swept back as well. Love the hair. I really like the paint they've used on the face as well. Let's see if I can turn this up a wee bit, get a better look. Yeah, the white but with the darker grey mixed in as well really gives a sort of menacing look to Joker here. I think it does look really nice. The dark around the eyes, and then just the slim lips. Not too Joker, like over the top with the lips with this guy. That's just the design of the character more than the figure. I do really like it. So top marks for the head sculpt. Unfortunately, with all the McFarlane figures I've been picking up recently, it's so hard to maneuver the head sculpt. Like, it springs back into place and it's really stiff. It feels like it's going to break if I keep twisting that. I hate it. I don't know what is up. It is not like a simple ball joint that we get on Marvel Legends figures. I don't know what it is, but it isn't nice. It isn't nice to move around. And yeah, please change it. The rest of the body looks good. It is sort of basic if you take a outside look, because it is just a suit. It's a purple suit, and as I said, it kind of feels a bit cheap and nasty, but it's not too bad. That I might be being overly harsh here, but let's take a closer look at the figure. I'm noticing the arm seems a bit weird with the suit here. The suit is definitely standing just too tall from the shoulder. I wish that was a bit more flush. And this seems a bit weirdly sculpted, like the way the arm's going out the way instead of just like straight down. But it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad when you've just got the figure posed like that. We'll take a closer look at the articulation. That's the Arkham articulation. We'll take a closer look at the articulation shortly. Just wanting to take a closer look at the sculpt here. The tie looks alright. You've got like a wee waistcoat here. The coat doesn't open up or anything. Pretty much is one tone of purple. You can see the purple in the knees look a bit different to the rest of the purple on that leg there, which isn't great. Wish that was all just the same colour. Yeah, the sculpting in the bottom of the leg there looks pretty nice, the way the trousers all bundled up. The shoes look pretty nice. I mean, they don't look great if I'm being honest. We get the toe articulation, so that might have something to do with it. But yeah, I like the colours, but maybe the sculpt should be a bit better. I don't know what's going on. Like, is the white meant to be like a bandage or something? Is that just... I think that's just because of the toe articulation, but you can see the white part is standing taller than the rest of the shoe. Once again, wish that was more flush. We've had Toy Biz making better feet than that 20 years ago, so yeah, I don't know, just usual McFarlane, great looking piece overall, but when you start moving him around and taking a closer look, I wish he was a bit more seamless, a bit more sleek, and that's a comment I've made with a lot of these McFarlane figures. Let's compare him next to some other figures just now. So the main reason I wanted a McFarlane Joker figure was because I have a few McFarlane Batman figures now, and I wanted a Joker to scale with those figures, of course. Wanted Batman's main enemy. Here he is next to the Dark Knight Returns Batman, and I have to say, I don't think he scales too well with him. He looks a bit too tall. I don't think he should be as big as Batman. Maybe this Batman's just a bit shorter than usual. Of course, it is a Batman in the same wave that was advertised on the back of the box, so I don't know how it would be comparing him next to that Batman, but I don't think he scales well with this one. And here is our Joker next to the McFarlane Batman movie figure. And yeah, even though this is a movie figure and this is a comic figure, I do think these guys scale a lot better with one another. The height and just the overall like body size and everything looks a lot better. And yeah, I don't actually think they look too different to not be able to pose next to one another. As I mentioned, he does sort of look like Willem Dafoe. And sadly, because the body is a bit basic, for a lack of a better word, he doesn't look too out of place with this movie suit. So yeah, if I was to pose Joker next to a Batman figure, it might have to be this Batman movie figure. And to be honest, he's probably going to look better next to the Batman Arkham Asylum figure. And I've been a bit lazy and not looked him out. And here is our new McFarlane Joker next to one of my previous favourite Joker figures. This is the DC Icons Joker, and you can see the scale is horrifically different. So if you're wanting a newer Joker to fit in with your DC Icons line, it's not going to happen. So I'll try and run over all the articulation of Joker here. You can move the head a wee bit up, wee bit down, and you can move that left and right. As I mentioned before, it's really hard to move most of the head sculpts on these McFarlane figures. I don't know what it is with the joint, but it seems to just want to stick into, or bounce back rather. Like if you move it here, it's just going to bounce back a bit. It really resists. As I mentioned, if I want to keep turning that, I feel like it's just going to completely snap if I do. It might not, but I'm not going to risk it. You can get the arm moving about that far up. It will go pretty far in on the body. This arm can definitely get further in to the body than this one here. You've got this upper bicep cut double jointed elbow here. You can move the wrist around and it will move backwards and forwards a wee bit. Same articulation in this arm. Nothing really in the body. I don't know if there's anything hidden in there. If there is, it's not got a great range of movement at all. Yep, same at the waist area. Get the leg kicking about that far forward, about that far back. You can see the joint in there. Double jointed knees, which are really tight at the moment. Definitely want to loosen that up. Get the foot moving backwards and forwards, get the foot pivoting, and you also have toe articulation. And so there we have it for our new McFarlane Batman, the Criminal Joker. And I do really like this figure because overall I really like the look of it. But it's just the same with the other McFarlane figures. It's got wee slight flaws. I mean, one I just picked up on there, it's really hard to get him like holding that cane really well. You can't really hold it like top down, so you can't have like the gold bit with the cane going down as you would expect him to hold it. It just doesn't fit in his hand like that. The other hand's a bit weird, it's just like this open hand, and it does look alright with the way that I've posed him, the same way he was posed when he came out of the box. But it doesn't really benefit that cane any, and I wish they had like an alternative hand that really supported holding that. The best way to get him holding the cane is how I've got him right now, just kind of slotted through. And you know, that's not too bad, just a minor gripe. The figure is just a bit clunky as always, you know, as I pointed out in the arms and the legs and stuff. I don't know, it just could be a bit more smooth. And as I mentioned, the kind of overall quality, like it just feels a wee bit cheap. Like when I pick up like this Marvel Legends figure, I don't get this impression that it's too like cheap and nasty. However, picking up that Joker figure, I don't know, that's what came to my head. So it is what it is. Overall, it's a good figure. £20, I don't know, I wish I paid a wee bit less, like 17, 18 I guess would be like justifiable. 20 I think's a bit too much, especially we don't get a stand with this figure. We don't get any alternative hands. We get one cane that was warped out of the box, and there's no alternative heads, anything like that. I don't know, I just feel like McFarlane need to step up their game a wee bit in certain areas, and they would be up there with Marvel Legends, which is a great, really nice established line that's been going for years. Of course McFarlane has as well. I don't think like their credits have to be dismissed. It's just, I don't know, there's quality control issues with every figure that I've opened from them here on the channel, so there's obviously something going wrong somewhere. I don't want to dig on this figure too hard. I do like him. He is going to go up in my Batman display. And with that being said, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Am I being too harsh? What do you think? What's your experience with McFarlane figures? Because even though I am being harsh, I'm speaking from experience that I've had with opening these guys up. Let me know down in the comment section. If you liked the video, guys, please do me a favour, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Feel free to hop on over to the channel page, check out any of my other videos. There's plenty of DC figures up over there. I'll leave the link to my Instagram in the description below, so feel free to hop on over there and check that out. I'll definitely shove some pictures of the Joker up on there. And with all that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. As always, I'll catch yous on the flip-flop later. Cheers.